Testing, testing, one, two, three. Hello there. Docs, chat, main game. Okay. What is this ad for? Is yeah, you're here now. Bro, that's pretty gay. Watch an ad first. Yeah, give me that money. That ad revenue. 0.03 cents, baby.
I can't wait to see all of the things in the quest Uncle Tyler was talking about.
Oh, yeah. How are you, Tyler? There's also a leyline thingy if you want. I doubt I'm uh hurting for gold or experience books. Wait for people to get on. Tyler, I have my entire expected audience right here. Just get up and go yell in the shower to get him to get on. Hold on. Didn't you say you'd be working on the Scarra one next for me? By the way, the Shimeji. In the queue. I see how this is. It's alright, Tyler. Oh, because I haven't streamed in so long, I turned my fucking graphics settings back up to high. I need to set them to medium. So that I'm not. A hot dog is a taco? Yeah, you're actually right. But Circus, I have something startling that I need to inform you of. So pasta. It's just made from a dough that's made of like flour and water, right? Among oh god, among other things, right? So that makes pasta bread, right? Um, but then lasagna is typically just made with like sheets of pasta and then like layers of like chopped vegetables, meat, sauce, and cheese. Is this your logic for Big Mac as a lasagna? Don't steal it from me! Fuck you! Yes, it's my logic for Big Mac as a fucking lasagna. Hate you, Tyler. God damn it! It's your Discord mood message. Fuck. Alright, that's, I guess, my fault. Why am I in Inazuma? It's literally your day. Shut the fuck up, both. Can I ban both of you? I want to ban both of my viewers. Exclamation point ban all. Anyway. Ban the dragon's best. Ban me from my own stream, bitch. Oh, I have to actually give the game sound. So often that when I do come on this game, I'm so frustrated by its mere existence that I turn all the sound off. Okay. Give me a second. Alright. I believe 2. How's this for volume?
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meripede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
What's happening?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Let's go ask the dude.
Holy shit, what even is that voice? Yeah, that's Paimon. I swear we played this game before. Like, on stream and you've watched. I've never seen this game before in my life. That cannot categorically be true. You've definitely been in a Genshin stream before. Genuinely.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
It's just a wall of
So
ice.
the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
I want to divorce that man. You're gonna have a lot of trouble divorcing that man, because I'm currently married to that man.
Huh. You've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Actually, today is the day we say goodbye to the fortress.
Yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now?
Hold on, has Siegeween still not been released? I just realized, she's still, this poor little healer girl still hasn't fucking been released, has she? I didn't just sleep through that, did I? I feel like I could have. I could have slept for 20 days. Siegeween! My poor girl! Justice for Siegeween! Is that a mild furry? If you consider Slug a furry archetype, then yeah, she's like a little slug girl. Can't believe Arlecchino is coming out before her. I know! Justice for Siegeween!
That's right. Today's our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice.
She's like a sea slug furry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
I would like to preface that this is a deep underwater sea prison. Well, yeah, because she's half Melazine, half human. Siegeween is the result of a Melazine-human interracial relationship. Whereas those other Melazines are just 100% Melazine.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards...
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. Alright, sure. Let's go.
Question marks, was that confirmed? Look at her! With your eyes! I have to wear glasses!
Agreed. No worries. You must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
It's not like we'll never visit again.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meripede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here...
Yeah, so this is a prison. A deep underwater prison. And also, we're not here because we actually got in trouble. We're here because, someone on the surface wanted us to, like, investigate some of the goings-ons. Someone called Monsieur Neuvillette. So these guys are literally just, like, in underwater Alcatraz, and they're like, you know, I had a pretty good time.
We should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
That's right, we were investigating Child.
You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will...
I saw someone that she's full Melazine, but inexplicably more human looking. Fair enough.
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
Like, that is much less realistic. I guess I'm just playing by Occam's razor. The simplest answer is usually the most, reasonable one to assume.
Right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
It's underwater Alcatraz if underwater Alcatraz actually turned out to be a pretty pleasant socialist community. Well, yeah, I suppose you're right. So, in essence, they actually really are, like, they really did have a good time down here. See, guys, Genshin proves that socialism works. OMG. Wait. Palais Memoria is way away. Okay. I was about to walk here. Oh, God, I should spend my fucking resin, though, shouldn't I? Ugh. Okay, your character was not in that scene. Is that normal? Wow, okay, you really don't know about Genshin. Alright, let's break down some of the basics. So this is a gacha game. It has a categorical main character who is known as the Traveler. You even name them at the start of the game, and they don't have a voice actress for 90% of the scenes, so they have a huge list of voiced lines that sort of describe possible scenes that could have happened between them and Paimon. But because it's a gacha game, there's like 100 different characters to gather that you get with real-life money currencies that you can accrue slowly if you don't want to pay real life. And they all have unique abilities, appearances, there's team combinations, there's all that kind of shit, right? But obviously the story is not about any of them, it's about your main character. So whenever you want to talk to someone, let's see if there's anyone with a talking icon. Okay. Whenever you want to talk to someone important, I guess. Fuck me, right? It just... The canon is that it's actually your Traveler that's wandering around doing all of this. Like, in a weird way, canonically, none of these characters that I have, and I have a lot of fucking characters, like, none of these characters are actually here. Canonically speaking, the only one that is actually here is Lumine, the Traveler. And I've called her Lumine, but that's weird and confusing because her canonical name is Lumine, and I just decided to name her canonical name. You know, in the way that you can name Cloud in Final Fantasy VII, but you can also just name Cloud. And yeah, you know. And so, like, the story is her adventure through Teyvat. She's an alien for this world. She came here from the stars, from the cosmos, 500 years ago with her twin brother, who is named Ether. Yeah, see, Tyler's saying that. She came here 500 years ago with her twin brother, Ether, but when she landed, she, like, got knocked out for, like, the 500 years that Ether went around exploring Teyvat. But whoever you play as is the one that gets quote-unquote knocked out. So, like, Tyler's story, Ether got knocked out while Lumine traveled around Teyvat for 500 years. When the twin that you play as woke up, this, Tyler will have to type the name of it in the in the chat. This, like, godlike being confronted both of them and was like, you guys fucked up. And obviously we don't know what that means, because we weren't our twin who traveled around the Teyvat for 500 years. The Keeper of Heavenly Principles, yeah. She's like, you done fucked up. I'm here to fucking keep your heavenly principles, bro. And we don't know why she's aggressive at us because, you know, we weren't the brother that traveled around Teyvat for 500 years, or the sister in Tyler's case. But she will, like, scoop up the twin that you're not playing and turn them into Tetris cubes, and then she does the same to you, but you get, like, you start playing as you. And essentially all of your crazy alien powers of flight and crazy magical abilities have been sucked out of you. And the story is you going across all of the regions of the world, confronting, like, finding the Archons, which you're told immediately are, like, gods that own the elemental power, or, like, are in... It's complicated because that's not technically how it is, and Tyler's probably cringing at my description, but... like, gods who quote-unquote own or control the elemental power of each region, to see if that Archon looks like the Keeper of Heavenly Principles, though, as players, we sort of have it in our head the Keeper of Heavenly Principles is a kind of god in a tier above all of the Archons, and they come from Celestia, which is this, like, flying ship in the sky that you can... Oh, yeah, there it is. No, is that a cloud? It's really... It's might be behind the building. Oh, there's a Hydroculus up there. It's somewhere in the sky, and it's often quite hard to see. We are in Fontaine, so it should be closer to the top, because Fontaine is directly below it. Who knows where it is? But, it's like the Sky City that we can't get to yet, obviously. And, like, we haven't been directly told that the Keeper of Heavenly Principles is, like, not an Archon and is actually a god above the Archons. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, we have a pretty good idea which Archon, the players do, have a pretty good idea which Archon is going to know about Celestia, and we're also pretty sure that the game is going to make us confront that Archon last on purpose. But the Archons are also playable characters, and given how important they are to the story, they're generally considered to be the most important playable characters. They get the most people spending money on them, and they're kind of the most powerful, honestly. Like, the only one I would say isn't the most powerful in their single role is Venti, because I think Kazuha does a better job at what Venti does. But he's the Archon of Mondstadt. I should also say that each area is vaguely based off of, like, a region of the world. So Mondstadt is, like, very... like, European, German nomadic kind of, like, area. I'm gonna, like, teleport there. You have to draw the characters in a random gacha, but there is a pity system. So, like, if you pull, 70 characters, your rate... Oh, not 70 characters. If you pull 70 times... your rate of getting a 5-star, which is the most important thing on a banner, goes up dramatically. And if you still don't get it after another 20 pulls, so 90 in total, your 90th pull is absolutely guaranteed to be a 5-star. The downside is it still could be not the 5-star you want from the banner, but that means that the next one is going to be the 5-star of the banner. And this pity system, both the count to 90 and the 50-50 win or lose situation, are maintained through banners. So there's, like, a lot of acute planning that goes into pulling on banners. If I go into my history, for example, for this banner, the history of this banner is the history of all the banners before it as well. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, right? It's been 18 pulls since I last got a 5-star, so I am 18 pity in, and my last 5-star is not a banner, like, specialty one, which means the next 5-star absolutely will be a banner specialty one. It means that I'm gonna get Arlecchino very easily when they come out in, like, 7 or 8 days. And I'm also stockpiling resources for it too, as you can see. I'm just gonna do a pull now. Garbage. You mostly get weapons from the banners. Characters are some, like, 1 in 10 chance, and the really good characters are the 1 in, like, a billion chance. But yeah, this is Mondstadt. Its Archon is Venti. And each Archon... Yeah, in a significant way into her weapon. Each Archon is kind of considered the ruler of its world, and they generally have a lot more control over their elemental power than anyone else who just has the control of the elemental power without being an Archon. And you can tell if someone has control over an elemental power or not if they have this little jewel on them. Let's see, it's on her butt, that little wind jewel. That's a vision. The visions look like their elements, so like this character is an ice character, and she'll have, there it is, an ice vision on her. And this one's a lightning character, and she'll have a lightning, oh, actually, costume. She probably doesn't have it on her fancy outfit. Yep, it's on her butt. And he's also a lightning character. Everyone has it on their butt, man. But what's interesting is that most of the time the Archons don't want to be very obviously an Archon. So Venti doesn't need a vision to do his wind powers because he's like, you know, he's the fucking wind Archon. But he still puts one on there so that if a commoner sees him, you know, they're like, oh, you're just a normal wind boy. But like, some of the other Archons are very overt in being the god of their area. And I wonder, does that mean Raiden Shogun doesn't have a clear vision on her? No, she doesn't. Because she is, like, very, very, very obviously just like, I am the ruler. I am the leader of the shogunate of Inazuma. You will bow to me. So she doesn't have a one because she's not hiding the fact that she's the Archon, right? So like, yeah. But yeah, this is Mondstadt. Yeah, exactly. And Zhongli, well, I'll get to each one because I enjoy doing this. But yeah, this is Mondstadt. It's ruled by Venti. It is the realm of the wind and freedom. And it's essentially supposed to be kind of like...
The criteria for certificate exam.
Shut up. It's supposed to be like very... I'm gonna switch to her because she does not fucking talk as much. Is like very Germanic or like Norwegian, like just sort of European hills and mountains, windmills, farms, that kind of like, you know, that sort of look. And it's wind. Yeah, but Venti is the bard of wind and freedom. The land of wind and freedom, yeah, exactly. And Liwa is going to be the land of earth and contracts. So Liwa is the earth elemental region. It's got one of the biggest port cities in the world, called Liwa as well. Like, it's sort of one of those New York situations where the region and the city are named after the same thing. And it is China, essentially. It's a really, really, really good job at being China, too. In fact, we generally have a lot of praise to say for the way that most of these regions sort of accurately represent the culture and country that they're sort of representing. Most. I'll be going to bed. No, I'm expositing! Damn it, Circus, I'm expositing! You can't do this to me! In the middle of my exposit. He'll keep you for... No, I won't! That's a work night, I'm sorry. This feels terrible. To be an info dumper who had to stop info dumping. don't have to stop. I do. Tell me about the lands. You know about the lands! It's alright. For what it's worth, this is another instance of a game circus where I would want to play if you play it with me. Tell me, I know nothing. If you play, like, we could play multiplayer, but you would have to play on PC to play multiplayer. Because well, actually, I'm not sure. As Tyler, it's really weird, but here in Australia, when you play Genshin... No. Hold on, Circus. When you play Genshin, here in Australia on PlayStation, you're, like, automatically put in the Chinese servers. I've sort of mentioned this to you before, but, like, me and Brayden will get Genshin updates on PlayStation Genshin the night before you guys get Genshin updates on... Yeah, it's weird. And we actually don't have any way to choose whatsoever. But the thing is, Circus is not from Australia. So I wonder if... Because we picked the US server, right, Tyler? Or did we pick the EU server? I don't remember. But I wonder if Circus were to download this on PlayStation... would they automatically be put in the same server that we on PC have been able to pick? We picked North America. We actually might be able to play Circus. It has cross-platform support, but only if you're, like, playing in the same server. And so the game is sort of divided... the game is divided up into multiple servers because of how big the player base is. Oh, yeah. Circus. I can't believe that you did that to me. Info dumping is like my lifeblood. We've upgraded the friends? No, because you cut off my info dumping. You make me sad. I wonder if I'd just left how long you'd have gone for. I was expecting you to say something as I was explaining the Geoland. So I probably would have stopped very soon.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two.
Yeah.
Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here, but you can see yourselves in. Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
I will not retcon it. It's on stream forever.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
Hands on that clock definitely don't move.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
What is that tremor?
Oh, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It's relevant from last time. I know, Tyler. I got it.
Turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in the waters is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
Spina di
I would
Rosulia!
also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Sounds like a plan.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Wait, I'm not running there. I always do that. Forgot this is how the quest starts.
Oh no! What happened here?
He got wet.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her.
Those low poly wings for a second.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry.
I don't know what the problem is, buddy. You're fine, and there's no more water.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
I'm sorry, I should not be laughing at that.
Looks pretty sad.
But it's also pretty fucking funny.
My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Jesus Christ, alright, man. I'm sorry, just whip out Barbara and heal them. Like Cookie Circle. Zap. Healing.
How could this have happened?
Just hang in there. Help is on.
I also don't understand how water that dissolves people could have broken a leg. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Got it. Oh, it's down there. I thought it was up here. What I want to know is if only part of a Fontanian is doused in the water, do they fully dissolve or do they just lose like the limb?
Over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
Is the medical supplies someone with a hydro catalyst who can heal?
How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
I mean,
All right, you'll be in charge.
it's just a broken leg. That's not like...
I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
Okay.
Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Well, it wasn't.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Put us to work.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance.
Yeah, I didn't forget that this happened. I just forgot that this is how the Arkham quest started. I didn't say anything. I believe you. And by the way, I can't read what options you're picking. Say, I know. That's why I'm saying them out loud. That's why I'm reading them out.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
I understand. Oh, yeah. I will be right back, though, because I am hungry, and I'm gonna go scrounge around for some food. Maybe I'll put something on to cook. Oh, nice stretch. Yeah, so be right back.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out. We don't need an umbrella.
Oh,
Just pick up
yeah.
the pace. The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
have put some pies in the air fryer.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
There's no need to push yourself so hard. Oh, and now she's crying.
Navia, what's wrong?
Oh my god.
Sorry. I just... Maloose and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
What do you think happened to them, Paimon? Oh my god. See, Paimon, they won't ever come back here because they got an employment opportunity in Natlan. It's really, really lucrative.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Maloose and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Damn it, it was heroic death, so that makes it canon.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
I just realized, did you just make it a home... Was that just a Homestuck reference? A heroic death? Because, like, the whole clock that determines if your death is heroic or just, then it's permanent. Yeah.
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them.
Tyler, my take on that isn't a Homestuck thing, that's just a narrative writing device thing that Homestuck is satirizing. Because that's kind of what Homestuck does, is satirize narrative writing, but also kind of making it canon. I mean, I don't even know if you got far enough for the great plot, for the great retcon, but like, if there was anything that would have been considered satire, it's the great fucking retcon.
I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Yeah, we're here for you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Jolianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver.
Daisy Ray? Paimon? Daisy Ray? You don't want to take a second pass at that? Desiree. Even I know that one. Or Desiree. Daisy Ray? Oh, I hate that.
So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon.
This is a pretty short.
It was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
Huh. Okay.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
She sounds so genuine here.
You know each other?
Not like she's trying to play any games.
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Never mind.
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. That doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person, and they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
That's kind of main
By the
character
way,
energy.
Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
The time for jolly cooperation has come.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck.
She's got like
And
eyes
at present,
on.
we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
Yeah. She's got like eyes on her outfit, like kind of like everywhere. But then her eyes are crossed out. I think there's some symbolism there.
So, that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, The person they trust most is you. Which is why I want to give you this task.
Can you trust an outsider like me?
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share.
We wish to maintain good relations with the in-laws. Yeah.
All we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing.
Yeah, she needs to distract herself.
Point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself.
Yep, there it is.
I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Yeah.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler?
We'll go to the ruins together then.
Alright. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Stole your spear, haha.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
You sure showed them. Oh my god, there's a fucking fly in here. Oh, yeah. Enemies! One moment. Yeah, this still hasn't been fully upgraded yet. Yeah.
Right now. Right here.
One with the force. Yeah. Rah. Sia.
Katakundala. Speak American like the rest of us.
The floor here isn't safe. Everyone hold hands.
Right now.
When you open a chest in Honkai, you just get all the stuff in your inventory immediately instead of having to be like.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Are we about to learn that Navi is not from Fontaine?
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get my mind wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you.
From the look of things here, there's no way back.
That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So staying here wouldn't be safe either. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Come with us for now then, but please be careful.
I don't understand how they expect us to be.
Let's try climbing over from the side.
Sploosh! Interesting. You really can't be in that water. But the character does do a diving animation if you try to... Like, these motherfuckers are ready to die. What did you say says the Japanese ninja in an ancient French ruin too? I don't remember. You said that to something I said, but I don't remember what it is I said to trigger that. You're like, fuck it, we ball. Oh, speak American like the rest of us. Yeah. Yeah, it says the Japanese ninja in an ancient French ruin. Yeah. Oh. That's cool. Why did the camera zoom out like that? That's a rhetorical question. I know why the camera zoomed out like that. Cameras only zoom out like that when they want to do intense chase sequences. I'm not dumb. Damn, that's what rickety ass bread! 3 exclamation points. Careful hauling too much scrap over that.
Something wrong with this bridge?
Alright. Well, she's dead. I'm off to get my food. No. I did hear it beep, but I'll wait until this text that I can stop a cutscene in.
Demoiselle,
Huh?
What a fucking cliffhanger. So being turned into Fontanian goop doesn't actually kill you. I bet there's a way to bring everyone back who died because they don't want to actually fucking kill anyone in this goddamn game unless your name is Tepe! I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I have pies, and I've done something you might find a little bit despicable. I'm covering them in both barbecue sauce and mustard. I just want to try it, you know?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Maloose.
Hmm? Oh. Was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. Have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
Resolved, eh?
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh, this is probably a dream.
Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Maloose. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor Obina was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
Did the wibbly wobbly light
That's right.
lightly teal filter not give it away?
By the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here.
So, you son of a bitch, we just fell into teal-colored water, and now we're in a world full of the people who have fallen into teal-colored water with a teal-colored filter over it. excuse me for assuming the possibility that it's just a different fucking world.
Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much.
You know what? That's fair. I'll give you that. You're damn right. Well, you will.
We do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Uh-oh.
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be off here. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Yes.
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
Oh.
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the Opera House?
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
Okay.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
People are
Her
excited.
two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people.
No, you know what? I'm taking it back. This isn't a dream. Yeah. Uh-huh. There it is.
Jolien. Essen. Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case?
Nah, you know what? Go fuck yourself, Tyler. I originally said this was some separate world. Like, not a dream, but like, their consciousnesses are being like, fucking thrown in here. You didn't say anything. And then I was like, oh, it's probably a dream. And you're like, yeah, obviously it's a dream. Duh, duh, duh. Look how dumb you are. Go fuck yourself. You fucking sardonic fucking piece of shit. Yeah.
As for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Tee-hee, go...
Sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? And why I'm standing trial?
Dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rosula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rasula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And
That's what you're on
is
trial
you stand
for.
Accused. You have helped so many people get through so many
Oh,
difficulties.
okay.
You are one with us. We are inseparable.
And for this crime, you
We
should...
are one big family. All of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others.
Okay.
Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
I wholesale thought that their argument was gonna be, no, actually, she's a bitch. Like, I thought that...
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
Man, that moment could have been cool, but they didn't even say it at the same fucking time.
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head... It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning.
Huh?
Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier.
Desiree? She pronounced it that way too!
I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
So they're conflating guilt with death.
Who are you to say that she cannot be judged?
Oh, God.
We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all.
Oh, God. Tyler, I don't know if you just caught it or if you'll have to listen to this back in the VOD. The way that her S is clipped in the fucking mic was terrible. Oh my God. It's like worse than fucking, than Sumeru Candace.
Don't let them escape. We shall keep Navia here with us.
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
They're not people.
Jealous of her.
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Was it?
That's...
Huh.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Woo!
Thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Well, this is going to be traumatizing.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
Huh.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is it?
I think I saw two Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
It does, yeah.
Neverlet, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
I suppose so.
Can you please stop yelling at the autist?
Ah, Sigewin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way! Don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewin would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewin made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then.
You're the expert, Paimon. What should we talk about?
Oh, Neverlet. You're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Really, Paimon?
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
She's fine. Just let her get, she's got words.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Are we like actually, are we still in a domain? I think we are.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Yeah.
All right, another one joins the party. Let's get going then.
I must find chest. Why did the camera do this again? Alright, no chests that I can find. I guess there's gonna be another sprinting segment over there.
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Can't see?
I'm gonna be honest, this zoomed out camera is actually really fucking nice. I wish it was just default. Wait, I just went around... Whatever, man.
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your
Well, that certainly makes things hard. Yeah, you gotta be EP. Oh, there. Okay. You are also EP.
Keep up.
Fuck, this team is powerful. Tall character.
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Just think of something witty and go tee hee every now and then, and it'll be like I'm there still. You think of yourself so highly. Tee hee. Like that? Perfect.
Emerge, right here.
Can't see? I'll uproot you! Keep up.
Grow, grow, grow!
Show them, right now.
Naida's weapon's only 50! And she just did 16k! Oh, she's so good. It's so strong. Actually, Tyler, if you're still there... Alright, you're not, but you'll probably watch the VOD back. Can you yell at me on Tuesday, Fridays, and Sundays? Or probably not Sundays, because you do, trans domain, so you use some of my resin. But can you yell at me on Tuesday and Fridays? Because I want to get more of her shit. Because holy fuck is she strong. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I definitely need more. And I need more dandelion seeds. Oh no, this is pollen. Okay, never mind. I was like, really? Mondstadt dandelion seeds? That wouldn't make any sense. Oh my god, sorry, Yamik. I was trying to look at the fucking, the thing. Really? We're not gonna investigate that at all? Alright. Sorry, I just accidentally upskirted Yaimiko for an uncomfortably long amount of time.
like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
How do you know?
It sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates? It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
We have a camera, just take a picture.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below.
Oh.
What Paimonsi? Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this?
Celestia!
Island in the sky?
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
Yeah, they do seem to match.
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order,
The issue is the
shouldn't
order.
fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
The second image is also quite
If
concerning.
we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Huh.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
Yep.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you as ever, so please don't think you're an imposition. All right. I'll be on my way then.
Hmm.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too! No, the boss is the best.
Yeah, go on, Tyler. You did great as well, Paimon.
Ooh, desserts! Nice! These are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Mona! Hi, Mona.
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
He said he was a mutant and could look at the solar eclipse with that protective eyewear and be completely fine. Dare him to. Tell him you're gonna be there. It's like, organize an event with him and fucking dare him to do it. Lady Magistus!
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add.
That didn't answer the question.
Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadter surname?
It's a safety precaution.
Yeah, let's go with that.
No, just explain it to her.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was
well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
Mona, please just answer the question.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
What's your master's name?
Astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so petty.
Yeah.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
Triple appetite, Paimon!
Terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Did you come to Fontaine become of the prophecy?
Yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
Oh, come on.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona?
Her mic is also fucked up.
Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
Her mic is also fucked up. It wasn't just this prophecy, it was like this.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of Altivat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
Would you help me get in touch with your master?
Huh? Are you sure?
Alright.
All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
When she said face just then, it was really bad.
Thanks, Mona. You're amazing as always.
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best!
Indeed, indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, God.
Sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Try to keep it down next time, Paimon.
If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. The things Paimon does for you.
Alright. Thanks, Paimon.
That's more like it. Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy.
Oh no.
But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Okay. So, I'm gonna cliffhanger the story for now. But I'm gonna spend... I'm gonna use 4 condenseds on Artifact Domain. Because I still don't have Farina built. So I'm just gonna do this 4 times.
Everyone hold hands.
Right now. Come on out. Right here. A sight to behold. Emerge. Show them. Come on out.
Rah! Yeah, I hear everything.
Hey!
Right here. Show them.
And Shroud! I'll uproot you!
Dissipate! Lightning, purify! Everyone hold hands.
Right now. Come on out.
One with the Force. I hear everything. Rah!
Stand with me.
Show them. Emerge. I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge. Right here.
I'll uproot you!
Dissipate. I'll settle this. Hey!
Right now. Emerge.
Oh! Yeah. Let's nip that in the bud. Rah!
Our bond is strong. You made it good earlier.
You gonna kill a child?
I see everything.
Right here. Right now. Nothing lasts forever.
I'll uproot you!
Lightning, purify! Grow.
Emerge.
Oh, I didn't put new ones down. That's what happened.
Share my knowledge.
Keep up. Let's nip that in the bud. Yeah. Yeah. Rah.
Right here. Show them.
Yeah.
Right now. Right here. I'm always watching. Right now. Come on out. Show them.
One with the forest. Yeah. I'll uproot you. Rah. Yeah.
Hey! Emerge. Come on out. Right here.
Can't see? Yeah. Let's nip that in the bud. Rah.
All right. Hmm. Oh, it's raining down really heavy. This is a good place. A good time for a nap. Ugh. But I also gotta go outside and go fucking use the bathroom.
Keep up.
Add Astra.
Claymore.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Wait, did they make this larger? Did they like adjust? Yeah, there's more icons now. Like they adjusted the amount of screen space that the list of icons takes up. That's really good. Oh, they also added more artifacts to this. Interesting. Okay. Stuff I didn't realize happened. Anyway. Bye.